how a meditation practice changes your brain as well as the rest of your body. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Kristi Tompkins. I'm a functional medicine practitioner, naturopathic doctor, women's health specialist, and professional coach. And today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics is the power of meditation to improve, enhance your health, your brain, your body, as well as many other areas of your life. So let's start with the brain. So actually, before we get into talking about how meditation changes the brain, one of the things that I have heard from a lot of my clients over the years is that they can't meditate. They choose not to. It's too difficult. Maybe they've tried, maybe they haven't tried. And they often will say that they cannot calm their mind. They cannot think of nothing. They can't sit still. They have trouble focusing, concentrating, and they have attention deficit disorder. The list goes on and on. And the whole intention or the purpose behind a meditation practice is that you practice anything, a skill or a talent or a sport or playing a musical instrument, exercising. You don't exercise one time, you don't eat a salad one time, you don't go for a marathon the first day. Like you work up to that. And so the meditation practice is, I love the word practice because you really are continually working on the practice of meditation and the act of meditation so that maybe you get better. Hopefully you get better. And if you don't, you have the next moment or the next day to restart that. So with meditation, how it, I'm just going to go over some of the highlights of how meditation changes the brain and also how it changes the different body systems. So for somebody meditating, either that particular time or that moment, whether it's a few minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, several hours, what it does is it allows the body, it allows the nervous system to become more regulated. So there's that balance, that dance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. It allows the brain to slow down. And what that means is the brain waves that tend to be a bit faster, like the beta brain waves, those are more active when we are alert, when we need to be productive, when we need to be on taking a test, giving a presentation, um, doing a video for YouTube, and so forth. So we want to make sure that our brain is on kind of more of at an aroused state so that we can be at our sharpest. The high beta brain waves can also indicate that you are more stressed. There's more anxiety. You are feeling more hypervigilant. Maybe you're feeling threatened in some way. And that can also be, or just chaotic and confused and scattered. And so what meditation can do is it can help slow down the frequency of the wave so that it's a little bit more towards the alpha brain waves or the theta brain waves or even the delta if you tend to doze off during meditation. That happens to a lot of people, or take a kind of a light nap. So that's a good thing, because what that does is it allows the brain to become a bit more organized, and it allows the different components and the different compartments within the brain to communicate with each other. And so it allows that communication, that coordination between the brain. So it allows the brain to function much more in a healthy way, the way that it's designed. Meditation can also help support the increase in gray matter, which is the outer portion of the brain closest to the skull, like the cerebral cortex. So the nerve cell bodies tend to be increased. And that is a good thing because, again, that helps support cognitive function and processing, and it just helps you feel a lot sharper. A consistent meditation practice can help with your memory and your ability to be creative. It can help support learning. If you are, I mean, we're all learning. Hopefully, we're all learning, whether you're trying to learn a new skill, a new job, you're in school, you're trying to practice something. It just helps support that ability to learn a new and whatever it is you're trying to do. So it helps support the memory, the learning, and also creativity. So if you are trying to think of something that you want to start, whether it's a new business or you are an artist or you are a chef, again, the list is infinite. It helps with that ability to create what you want in your life or manifest or bring something into your reality. It helps you become more creative, not so much artsy, but it just helps you to create whatever it is you want to create. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's writing a book. Maybe it's preparing for a talk, having to be organize a new event, trying to be more creative with your friends, your family members, and so forth. So meditation, a consistent meditation practice can help with focus and being able to concentrate and being able to have a deeper attention or become more attentive to different tasks, whether it's work or again writing, whatever activity you're working on. A daily meditation or a consistent meditation practice can help with your ability to focus. That will often fall by the wayside if you get stressed, if you get overwhelmed, if you get start to feel again that hypervigilance. So just because you might practice meditation, that doesn't mean that you're always going to be calm and composed at every type of response or event that happens in your life that might be upsetting or distressing. It just means that you have that ability to kind of bring your body back to focus again, which brings me to the next topic, which is emotional regulation. So emotional regulation would be that you're able to handle the responses and the reactions that we all have. So having a consistent meditation practice can often allow you to become more conscious and a bit more aware and a bit more present to what's happening. It's almost like it's a reminder of, oh yeah, I don't want to respond that way. This is how I want to be, or this is the reaction I want to, or this is the response that I want to show in response to this stressor or this distressing news. And so it allows you to switch from that maybe overreactivity to something a bit more regulated and responsible and not quite so maybe attacking. So a consistent meditation practice just helps you become more in tune and more aware of your reactions. A consistent meditation practice allows for your brain to become more neuroplastic. So the term neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to adapt, to change, and actually become even stronger. So it allows for deeper learning or ongoing learning. It allows for your brain to become more organized. It allows your brain to form new neural connections for things that maybe you want to do, or things that are a bit more uplifting or productive or supportive or encouraging in your life. And it allows your brain to prune away those habits or those compulsions or those activities where maybe they're not serving you anymore. So it allows you to prune away those old, unused, maybe outdated patterns, and allows you to adopt new patterns and new neural connections. Again, the intention here is to make your life better, is to make your health better, but it's also to make your life better. So if you're engaged in a consistent meditation practice, often people are focused on self-improvement, self-development, personal development, evolution, growth. And so as you're meditating, you're able to think of all the possible ways that you want to become a better person. And so the neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to just adapt to change and become even stronger. So forming those new neural connections, reinforcing that, developing new habits, and then letting go of some of the older habits, and those connections tend to get pruned away. With a consistent meditation practice, a lot of times there's more of a higher chance for release of neurotransmitters like serotonin, which is more of that calmer neurotransmitter. It's also produced in the gut, but it is also produced in the brain as well, or secreted. And it's allowing you to maybe feel more happy, more peace, more contentment, more relaxation, allowing for better sleep. Dopamine often helps with memory and focus and appetite and mood and all sorts of other activities within the body. So it allows for a more regulated secretion of those neurotransmitters. A consistent meditation practice often allows you to focus more on the present moment, which is so difficult for so many people, myself included. It allows people to feel more in tune with what's happening. Maybe you're paying attention more to your heart rate or your breathing, or maybe the smell of something maybe baking in the kitchen, or just being more in tune with what's happening in your body, maybe laying on your comfortable bed or sitting in a comfortable chair. At some point when you go deeper into a deeper meditation, you often can tune that out. So you're actually disconnecting or detaching from all the things around you, and you're actually starting to think truly of nothing. That does take practice. That takes a lot of practice. I've been meditating now for about 4 years, about 4 years consistently. Most days, not every day. Not every meditation is successful. Quote, successful. Definitely not perfect. Some meditations, I'm very scattered and I'm very frenetic and I feel very overwhelmed. The benefit of a meditation is that I often, almost always, feel better coming out of that when I'm done, whether it's 10 minutes or an hour. I almost always feel better. I don't regret it. It's not like, oh, I wasted time. I just wasted an hour. I just wasted 30 minutes. It's always something that will improve my nervous system, my breathing, my heart rate, my stomach, all sorts of other things. So, but that definitely takes practice. And it also takes that reminder of, how am I going to feel at the end of this meditation? What's my outcome? What's my goal? And maybe it's just simply just to just ground myself. Maybe it's just something that where I want to become more creative or more productive. That's another thing, is often people that have a consistent meditation practice are more productive at work. They're able to focus on things and actually get things done, complete your tasks, or your responsibilities, or maybe it's something within your personal life. It doesn't always have to be about your work or career, although I do know meditation can definitely help people become more creative and more productive and more focused on goal achievement, if that's what you want to do. With regard to the a meditation practice, as I've already suggested a few times here, a consistent meditation practice, again, doesn't have to be every day, but a consistent meditation practice can often regulate the heart rate, the heart rhythm. It actually improves heart rate variability. You want a higher heart rate variability, which is a good sign. It means your nervous system, your heart is actually more resilient. It's stronger. Exercise also helps with that as well. A consistent exercise routine helps with that. But it can also help support breathing. It actually helps you focus more on getting more oxygen, whether it's slower deep breaths or maybe faster breaths. It helps increase oxygen throughout the body, And our blood carries oxygen and nutrients to all organs in the body. So as we're breathing in more oxygen, breathing it into our lungs, that communication is the lungs are communicating with the heart, and then the heart is then circulating the oxygen-rich blood with the nutrients to all the organs in the body. So all the organs and all the cells benefit from that deeper breathing, often accompanying a meditation practice. Sleep is often better. The ability to fall asleep easier, the ability to stay asleep easier, the ability that's going to vary based on if you're like perimenopause or menopause or you've got something stressful going on. But often it can help promote more restful sleep. It can often help promote, or maybe even napping if you're not a nap taker. I'm not much of a nap taker, but I know a lot of people are able to do a meditation, maybe drift off for a little bit, and then wake up and feel so much more refreshed and so much more focused and optimistic. A daily meditation, consistent meditation practice can often help with regulating hormones, your reproductive hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, your adrenal hormones, helping regulate cortisol. We do need cortisol. It is essential, but it helps regulate so that we're not producing so much of that spike in cortisol. It can help regulate blood sugar, insulin level from the pancreas. It can help with thyroid hormone production of T4 or the conversion of T4 into T3. A lot of the other hormones that are produced throughout the body. It can often help with in some cases, it can help with appearance to some degree. If you look more, if you're actually more relaxed and you actually feel more calm and more grounded and that sense of serenity or contentment, it can often change in your appearance. So your face actually often can look different, slightly different in some cases. And then there's probably one of the last things I want to end here with is that a consistent meditation practice often helps people feel more compassion with themselves, compassion with other people, forgiveness. A lot of things tend to come up for a lot of people, a lot of memories and a lot of thoughts and emotions. So it often can help with forgiveness of yourself, all your past mistakes. And we've all made a million of those, and setbacks and maybe decisions we wish we had maybe done differently. Self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others, as well as maybe a deeper connection to yourself, connection to others, deeper connection or deeper sense of self-love, which is critical. And of course, maybe in many cases, a deeper connection of love to the people who mean the most to you in your life. So lots of other therapeutic benefits of meditation, but the key here, as I said at the very beginning, is the practice. And maybe it's an app that you've downloaded on your phone. There's a bunch of great ones today. I love Insight Timer. There's many others. I practice a lot of the Dr. Joe Dispenza meditations. Those tend to be a little bit more involved, a little bit have a little bit more depth to them. So just based on my time and whatever my intention is for that moment, I will choose whatever meditation feels the best to me, feels the most right to me in that moment. And one last thing, with meditation, you can change how you are responding or reacting by getting into a meditation if you can, whether it's just pulling over and sitting in your car or before you go into the office or maybe first thing in the morning, or if you're feeling frazzled or upset after a meeting or something, or maybe upsetting news, you can often shift that and go into a meditation for a few minutes and focus on your breathing. Guided meditation. I love the guided meditations. I don't just sit there in silence. For me, that's not how I meditate. It's almost always guided. There's music, there's somebody talking. Maybe there's the sound of water, there's the sound of nature. I'm very, as most of us are, our brains are very sensitive to sound therapy, music therapy, somebody speaking to us. you can do this yourself. You can actually record, a voice memo, and you can actually record a guided meditation yourself, listen to that. Lots of different options. But again, the key is that you can shift this in a moment. I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this video, share it with anybody, share it with somebody that you love or somebody that you know can benefit from something like a meditation practice or a mindfulness practice. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and we'll see you next time.